Hi, everybody. When I did my video talking about what each child was doing, I mentioned when I did my video about my planner, I was talking about planning for all of my kids for this coming year, but I mentioned that I was going to have some activities and stuff that I was going to do with my 1 year old. So I wanted to come on and show just a couple of quick little things that I do now with my 1 year old during homeschool time. He's not officially school age, of course, and I'm not one for early academics and be pressuring these kids to sit down and do seat work. But there are some things that he can work on that will help him with his skills, like his motor skills and his concentration and things like that, that you can do with a toddler. Okay. And I thrift store haul for him a lot of times. There's lots of thrift stores that I get things from him. And then those Once Upon a Child places are good, things like that. I try not to spend too much money on it because he grows out of these stages where these toys are age appropriate very quickly, very rapidly. Okay, so you can invest and go buy new on Amazon and invest in all of the Melissa and Doug and all that. But a lot of times you can find Melissa and Doug type stuff at the thrift store, at the Goodwill. So please check that out if you're looking to get things for your toddlers. This first thing is a peg set. $1.50. Yes, $1.50 at St. Vincent de Paul. Okay, so these things he loves them too, because he sees my husband drill, and when he first saw it, he thought they were drill bits, and he started going, and I was cracking up because I didn't even know he was paying attention to the drill that much, but he was. So he knew exactly what to do with them. And then his brother showed him that. And so next thing I know, they were towering this thing to see how tall they could get it. And he kept going and going and going until they got them all stacked up. Okay, this kept him interested for longer than any of the activities that I've ever seen him play with. Any of his toys, like any toy trucks, toy planes, toy cars, things like that. He plays with this for a long amount of time. And this is definitely fine motor skills. He's fitting things into these small holes, and he's getting his hand dexterity together. And he has this pincher grasp going on, as you can see. And then he's stacking. So, and then there's logic with the colors and everything else. There's so much going on with this set that it's awesome. Now, they do sell things like this new on Amazon. There's a lot of people who can't utilize the thrift stores for various reasons. Now, when I buy these toys used, we soap and bleach them down and let them dry out before I give them to my toddler. Okay, so just so you know, I put it through a thorough cleaning process. But there are some people I know who have allergies and things like that they can't buy things used. They do sell this on Amazon or things similar to it, and usually they probably run you about maybe like $14.99 or so. So you can buy this new, but if that's what you have to do, because I understand everybody is different in their situations, but you can not have to spend a lot of money for these items if you're able to utilize their stores. Now, this other thing we just got, which I already know he's going to love, as you can see, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's colors. They have these little knobs on here, and you have to place the pieces on the knobs. I can already foresee him mixing these colors up and putting them on here any kind of way and making various combinations. Okay, he's going to have a ball with this. Okay, this, I've seen this, new, and I got this for $2.25 at the thrift store. Okay, $2.25. I know this has to be over $10 new. Okay, but I didn't have to spend as much money, and he has activities to do during school time. So when it's time to do school, I lay out his little blanket, his little mat, I let him sit on the floor, and I let him play with things like this. I want to share these ideas with you just in case you might even have these type of things laying around the house already, and you never thought to maybe make them special school time toddler toys, toddler activities. A lot of times you can take the things that you already have laying around and you can use them for toddler times. Now look, if you look at this thing and how this looks, you might even be able to do an upcycle project. Okay, let's say you have a baby wipe box, a hard baby wipe box. I tend not to have that because I buy a lot of refillable white boxes, so they're like basically plastic. But let's say you have the hard white box, and they drink those little eat those little applesauce squeezies, and they have tops that kind of look like this. And you can take those tops and then you can open up the baby white box and then they can just stick those in there. And that's an activity, and they can pour them out, and they have different colors for the little applesauce, or even the baby food. A lot of times the baby food comes with little things that kind of like, the little tops. So you can DIY some of those without actually having to like make any effort making it. Literally, you can just upcycle the toddler some toys to play with. I'm sure you have different types of blocks at home too. Maybe you want to take a tissue box and you want to take scraps of fabric and let them pull out scraps of fabric out of the tissue box. There's so many different things that you can do to occupy your toddler or give them things that they can do during school hours. Okay, so I just wanted to share some ideas with you. Being that we're a large family, we're constantly at a point where we're having to come up with ideas on how to include or occupy the younger ones while we're trying to sit down to do seat work. So these are some ideas that have worked for me and that are working with my current toddler, who's very interested in these type of activities. And also, do not be discouraged if your child seems like they're not up for sitting there for like 30 minutes straight, like mine did with the peg situation. Okay, instead, think about their age, and that's probably how long their attention span is. If maybe you add like another minute, so like if they're 1 to 2 minutes of attention is usually what they can give. If they're 3 years old, they can probably give 3 minutes of focused attention. If they're 2 minutes of focused attention. You get the idea? Usually that's how much attention they can give to something. They probably can't sit for more than 15 minutes on an activity until they're like over 6. Okay? I'm just being brutally honest with you. That's just usually how the attention span works with these younger ages. But you can fit in a lot in a little bit of time. Okay? Change it up daily or change it up hourly, however you want to do it, or weekly. Maybe you just do the same toy and you do it all week. However you think works best for your family, but have some things that you designate specifically for the school hours, and then it will feel special. Okay? And then after they do all of this stuff, throw in a snack. Okay? It's nothing like good goldfish crackers, some Cheez-Its, some fruit or something, or applesauce squeezy. Okay, so those are my ideas for 1-year-old play during school hours. Let me know. Oh, sorry. Let me know if you have any questions about that, and tell me some of the ideas that you guys have, because I'm actually interested. I'm always up for new ideas. What are you doing with your toddlers? I'm not too far into this where I can't learn some new stuff. And go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. And you definitely want to hit the notification bell so you can see what I have coming next.